Welcome, good morning. These are the news today. Catalan President Carles Puigdemont and other regional leaders have signed a declaration of independence from Spain following the disputed referendum. As Catalonia's leaders announced he was declaring independence, thousands of his supporters watching his speech narrated on a big screen were euphoric. But seconds later, when Carles Puigdemont qualified his announcement and said the declaration would be suspended for several weeks, the disappointment was visible in the crowd. Mr. Puigdemont's language was dark, claiming that he had to follow out the will of the Catalan people. But he played for time, offering a window for the possibility of dialogue with Madrid. His ultimate aim to pressure the Spanish government to allow a legitimate referendum remains. But it's highly unlikely that the Spanish government will accept that, and there are signals now that its patience is wearing thin. Catalonia's center-right, center-left coalition government only have a majority of MPs in the regional parliament with the support of another small pro-independence party. On the far left, the party is unhappy that there has been no clear declaration of independence, and so Catalonia's outer coalition of pro-independence parties feels more fragile. Avianca pilot strike. Turbulent time continued. Now, in its third week, 700 pilots at country's largest airlines continue to strike, affecting over 300,000 passengers. In spite of mounting pressure from all sides, the 700 plus Avianca pilots who began the Avianca pilots strike action on September 20 showed no sign backing down. After several rounds of negotiation failed to reach an agreement and business association complained of the costs to the country's economy, the Minister of Labour pushed the case to the Court of Arbitration on September 28. This arbitration process sets out a clear timetable to resolve the dispute. However, the pilots union, the Colombian Association of Civil Aviators, are refusing to participate in it, saying they consider the process illegal. The strike has cost Avianca, Colombia's biggest airlines, over $2 million per day, and has seen over 3,200 cancelled flights and 300,000 affected passengers. The airline now has permission from the country's aviation authority, Aerocivil, to bring in the foreign workers. They are contesting both the workers' demands and their constitutional right to strike. The pilots' union issued a 30-page manifesto covering a range of issues from maternity benefits to working hours, sitting minimum rest periods, and maximum numbers of consecutive rides that can be carried out in a working day. They are also demanding what's parity with countries like Brazil, Ecuador, Argentina, and Mexico. California fires. 14 died in one region. At least 40 people have now died in fast spreading fires that are ravaging parts of California's wine region. A state of emergency was declared in northern areas after mass evacuation with 2,000 structures destroyed. About 20,000 people fled from Napa, Sonoma, and Yuba, counties in response to some of the state's worst ever wildfires. Such fires are more common in Southern California, but a combination of dry weather and strong winds has fueled the destruction in the north. Cal Fire officials said on Tuesday morning that 17 wildfires in 9 counties have burned more than 150,000 areas in just the past 12 hours. These fires have destroyed structures, continue to threaten thousands of homes, necessitating the evacuation of thousands of residents, Governor Jerry Brown said. President Donald Trump has approved a disaster declaration for the fire-ravaged state, allowing federal emergency aid to be sent.